Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today, I have an amazing pair of shoes to show you. Just found these after 27 years of search. This is one of my all-time favorite silhouettes, part of the one of my all-time favorite sneaker family. What I mean by the family, most of you are familiar with the Omni Zone family, which started back in 1990 by Reebok, extended all the way to 94. They created the Omni Zone, obviously 1 to 4. They created this shoe, which is the Vector Zone, which was kind of a step down from the Omni Zone because it didn't feature the pump, but only had the hexalite. This specific model came in 92 and featured exactly the same tooling as the Omni Zone 3, same outsole and midsole, same hexalite, same pattern, everything else, same great materials, genuine leather. I'm gonna get closer and show it to you. But at the time, they have other versions of the Zone. We have the Solar Zone, which was very similar to this one with no tech at all. That was the cheapest. And we have the Transit Zone, which was the most expensive one. It featured the pump and the all-around chamber, which surrounded your foot, not only the midfoot, but the heel, the sides. That was the most expensive one, probably the best looking of all of them. But obviously I couldn't afford it. Hey, I couldn't afford this one, let alone the one with the most tech. But I tried these back in the day in the store. I had a friend of mine, she was working at the store, a Reebok store, and so she let me try all these shoes basically, because I couldn't afford any of them for a while. So these fit me perfectly well back in the day in size 9. I managed to track them in size 9 again and added them to a collection. Absolute steal off of eBay, 50 bucks, absolutely incredible. Thank you for the seller for these amazing DS shoes that are still wearable. I'm gonna get closer and show it to you and get excited. The moment I spotted them over the eBay a couple days ago, I immediately jumped on them, made an offer to the seller. They was asking a little bit more, but obviously you know me, I always try to go under, and grab these for $50 plus shipping. Incredible deal in my mind because these are perfect DS condition, absolutely wearable, no problem. I'm gonna get closer and show you some of the details and tell you all about these shoes. Like I mentioned in my preview, the Vector Zone was this specific version of the Vector Zone featured a lot of the tooling that came out from the Reebok Omni Zone 3, which is one of the best from the Omnis. It's really hard to name which one is best, which one is worst, because all the Omnis were great, but had the exact same midsole, outsole. This one was released in many different colorways. I can name at least 3 or 4. This one was black and white. There was another one, black, white, and red, which the Zone logo, if you don't, those of you that don't know, this is the Zone logo. You'll see on all the Omni Zones, they have the Z right here on the heel on this specific model and on the ton. The Z logo is red and white, and there was the other side of it, all white with a black Z logo, or the black and red, or kind of orangey. These are like all the colorways that I can remember, but I'm sure there's a lot of other ones that were released with blue. What is noticeable, and I remember that from back in the old days, obviously 27 years ago, is that midsole, outsole will never crack because they use the exact same compound they use in a lot of the runners, which was kind of polylite. It was not polyurethane completely, so it's still, see how as hard as I press, it's still very soft, very pliable, very comfortable. And what is amazing is 27 years later, I put them on feet. They're more comfortable than any shoe today. Any new shoe, any retro I'm buying, these are more comfortable. They're like completely plush, like your feet are surrounded by pillows. You know, like I was saying, outsole, solid rubber, and you will see, if you've seen pictures of some of the Omni Zones, they're quite colorful. This is completely blackout, of course, but some of the Omni Zones, these pods were colored different colors, so that it was kind of a very interesting outsole. And obviously we have the real original hexalite, very responsive and nice in the heel with the Reebok and hexalite logo. And this rear is one of my favorite features of this shoe, how thick the back of the midsole is, and combined with that Z logo here in the back. Look at the stitching on that Omni Zone logo. Such a nice touch. That was instantly recognizable back in the day. If you see somebody with this shoe from far away, you can spot the Z. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Look at how puffy and thick the thong is. I mean, they don't make sneakers like that anymore. I mean, seriously. Look at the padding on the shoe outside. It's like 2-3 times more than any shoe today that they're producing. We have Reebok on the insole. This was a common thing back in the day, inner liner black, but the insole is white. And I cannot pull this insole because it's glued in. But if the camera picks it up, you will see right there how thick this insole is. Still very soft and plush. Reebok on it, and this is the size tag. Back in the day, that's how the size tags were. Size 9 USA, made in Thailand, and the other side on French. That was the whole thing about the tags. There was no dates of production, there was nothing else. Let's go around. So the front, we have again Reebok stitched in with the same logo for the Omni Zone. Very nice. Very well done, extremely well done actually. And the best part of it is this absolutely amazing genuine leather, which creases just by looking at it. Look how thick and amazing this leather is. They don't make shoes like that anymore. Unfortunately, we're never gonna see retros done with this kind of leather. They're absolutely amazing. Reebok stitching here, very signature detail overlay. There wasn't a lot of those Omni Zones at the time. Very, very, very exciting for me. I absolutely love this shoe, and I'm so glad I was able to find them. These are impossible to find. I mean, whoever kept this shoe for 27 years in this DS pristine condition, I salute to you. This is just incredible. Just look at the leather again. I mean, so nice. This is super thick, premium genuine leather, stitch toe. Great soft midsole, no cracking, no crumbling, no sole separation, none of that. The only issue I might have, if I'm not careful, is these plastic overlays for the Z logo. Over time they become very brittle and they break. I've seen over the years over eBay people selling these shoes with broken off Z logos, and you know, I was impressed that I saw these without them being intact. They're still pretty soft, but if I force them, they might crack. So when I tie them up, I'm definitely not gonna squeeze too much. But the state of preservation of these shoes is just absolutely unbelievable to me. And I'm extremely happy. Even the no marking outsole sticker that they back in the day put on the sneakers, it's still here present. And just look at that hexalite. I mean, nothing beats the original hexalite. It's so nice, so soft. And like I said, you put them on feet, they're more comfortable than anything else that I own today. Retro or new model, it doesn't matter. They even sent me a nice thank you card for buying it, but I have to be the one to thank you, dear friends over at eBay that posted these for sale, because they're absolutely incredible and very, very hard to find. I mean, these are probably one of the rarest shoes I have in my possession now in my collection. It's just out of this world. What else to say that I haven't mentioned? Obviously, I said this is a step down from the Omni Zone. The highest level was the Transit Zone, which had all-around pump system and chamber. They featured the midsole and outsole from the Omni Zone 4. These featured the midsole and outsole from the Omni Zone 3. Same materials, but no pump. And then the last step down was the Solar Zone, which the Solar Zone was pretty much looking like this shoe, but the midsole was independent, had no tech in it. It was just a EVA and solid rubber. So if you find it, it's probably still wearable as well. In fact, if you find any of the Omni Zones from 3 and 4, they're most likely wearable. 1 and 2 feature polyurethane midsoles, so they're going to be cracking for sure, unless it's something incredible. But if you find Omni Zone 3 and Omni Zone 4 and Transit Zone, they're going to be completely wearable. I'm still on a search for almost 3 decades now, and if I find, I will definitely go and buy them. But for now, I'm gonna have to enjoy these Vector Zones, and yeah, that's about it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Very soon I'm gonna have a lot more. There's some more exciting pairs to show you. If you're new, subscribe. And as always, you guys have a wonderful day.